All right. Welcome, everyone. Thanks so much for tuning in. Happy Saturday. Congratulations on another record breaking week. Massive, massive things are happening around the world for Bright Life. Another record sales week. It's absolutely incredible. The company is bigger and better today than it's ever been before. And you literally could not be in a better place anywhere in business or opportunity than where we are right now with Bright Life. We've had so many new people join over the last few weeks. We've literally almost doubled the size of the company in the last month. And so today I really wanted to spend time talking about our product, talking about the back office a little bit, walking you through, explaining to you where some things are. We're getting some common questions. We've been building a brand new FAQ document and taking feedback from everybody that's asked questions and commented and sent in support requests. And so today I'm going to walk you through. And although what you're seeing today is going to be revolutionarily different in about 2 months when we get to Las Vegas, it is important that you understand how the technology works and where all this stuff is, how to use it, how to submit a support request. There's a lot of questions because we have so many new people. And, I take it for granted because I've been using this app for 8 months now, over 8 months. And I forget that brand new people haven't used it, haven't been on the app. And so today I'm going to actually do some live interaction with you where we're going to go through and we're going to talk about what we're using the app for, how you can use it effectively, the best way to search, and then of course a lot of this is going to be changing in Las Vegas in May because we are going to be launching version 2.0 of the Bright Life experience. And one of the things that we're doing is we're combining all of our technology. So all of our partner brands, we've got all these new Live Life experience deals that are going to be on the app and on the web next week. I looked at the final testing and interface. We're just doing some final testing yesterday. And so that will pop up this week. You're going to see it. And in the meantime, Eva's been giving you access to direct booking links and the concierge email if you want to use the foundation room. And we put that in the newsletters. So the newsletters are there. We're also going to add all the old newsletters to the back office this week. So you'll be able to reference those in the news section. And so I'm going to walk you through and show you some different things, where it's at, where it's located, so that you can actually understand where you need to be and how to use the technology to your advantage. Obviously, this is going to always be a moving target because we're going to continue to increase the value, increase the partnerships, increase the brand offering. And I'm just telling you right now, you're going to be blown away by Bright Life version 2.0. You know, it's incredible. And I think it's a little bit serendipitous because we're going to be launching 2.0 in Vegas Memorial Day weekend at our first ever international convention, which also is our 1 year anniversary. So to think that we've used one version with a bunch of additions and bolt-ons and add-ons over the course of the first year. And then coming out of Las Vegas, we're going to be going to version 2.0. We're combining all of our tech. So you're going to be able to see a seamless experience. And so today I'm going to walk you through the current version of our technology, how to use the app, how to search, what are some tips, some things that I use that I've found. Because remember, we have completely designed and built this interface from scratch. No one else has this technology. No one else has this app. We've had lots of companies. In fact, I won't mention any names, but we've had several competitors in the direct sales space ask us and approach us to license our technology for their members, for their customers. But we are not doing that at this point. We are building something special and unique in our ecosystem. And we've had some offers from some very big billion-dollar companies and soon-to-be billion-dollar companies that want to use our travel technology for their members or for their customers. But right now, the only place you can get all of this that we're going to talk about today in one place is Bright Life. And that is it. It is proprietary. It is exclusive. No one else has this assortment of benefits. And so I want to dive in and talk to you about how to search effectively and how the technology works. So, before I get into the app and actually show you some searches and walk you through, and I'm going to apologize in advance because I'm at a hotel and the Wi Fi signal is not great. And so I actually have turned on my cellular only. So, I'm going to show you in just a minute some of these searches, but we may have some delays because I'm kind of out in the sticks and this hotel is brand new. I'm literally the first person to stay in this room. And so their Wi-Fi is not great. And so I want to apologize in advance because I am going to do some screen sharing with you on the app. But I want to talk to you about the way our technology is designed, because I think that a lot of times new people join and they're used to Booking.com, they're used to Expedia, they're used to Travelocity, and that is not how our technology works. It is different. We have several unique features, but most importantly, we have the savings feature as the default. Okay. So the way we designed our tech and the way we designed this technology, okay, it has two different simultaneous pieces of technology that take place. So when you put in your city, okay, and here's tip number one for you. In the search box, do not put a specific hotel or a specific area. It is a city search feature because it is tied to maps. Okay, so that's tip number one. Put in city search. Now, some of this stuff is going to change. But this is the first version of our tech that we've been using for 8 months. And so that box is a city search box that is tied into your map interface. Okay, and it is also geo-tracked. That's why when you open the app, it will show you what is around you because it is geo-tracked to where you are, okay? And so because of the fact that it is a city map search, if you put in a specific hotel or you put in like a suburb, like if you put in, like the meatpacking district in New York, or you put in Times Square, that is not a city search. Now, it will pull up some landmarks, and we've expanded that search capacity from our original iteration. But the best and most effective way to use it, okay, so this is tip number one, is to put in a city. So city search, and then of course you put in your dates, all right? And then what happens is our tech goes and does two different things simultaneously. The first thing it does is it goes to outside sources, outside channels, and looks for the lowest price at each hotel on multiple different sites and brings back the lowest price from each hotel. At the exact same time, a separate piece of technology actually goes through all of our vendors and suppliers, all of our aggregated content, and pulls back all of the wholesale pricing. And at the same time, it takes all of the margin, it takes out all of the commission, any extra charges or markups, it takes it out. So pulls all the data, strips all of that margin out, and then literally layers these two pieces of technology right on your results. So that's why sometimes when you do searches, it may take a second, okay? We've sped the search up dramatically because we've done different things as we've built this technology. And one of the things we've done is we've had to throttle the results. Okay, so what that means is you may not see every type of category of room, every supplier's list of rooms, because what we're doing is we're throttling out anything that's more expensive that we may have from another source. And so this is called a filtering technology. It's also called mapping. Okay, so when you build tech, you tell it what it's supposed to look for and do. And so most of you don't understand how all of this stuff works. And so sometimes when new people get on, they're frustrated or they're confused because they're typing, Ritz-Carlton, and they're like, I can't find it. You guys don't have anything. I'm seeing like one hotel. I'm seeing two hotels. You really, honestly, if you don't use the search feature properly, you probably won't see anything, okay? And so it's very important that you're explaining to your new people and showing them how to use the app. And I recommend everybody use the app, okay? We, of course, have the web version, but I would highly suggest using the app. Everything that we built was designed first for app. So always remember, go app first and then go web, okay? But if you ever see anything that, or you're having problems with something, here's another good tip. So this is tip number 2. If you're somewhere where you're not getting good service on your cell phone, go to your laptop, go to your iPad, go to your desktop, go to another device. Anytime you see any kind of anomaly, or you're not getting results, or it's not taking your card, or any of this kind of stuff, this is always tip number 1 whenever we get support requests, is to just tell people to use a different browser, use the app if they're on the web, use the web if they're on the app. This is always a good fix, because sometimes you haven't updated the app. There may be a bug. This is common with technology. I mean, this happens with Facebook. This happens with Instagram. This happens with YouTube. This happens with billion-dollar companies. When you're working with technology and software, these kinds of things happen. And so this is happening simultaneously, these two functions of our tech. And then what happens is, if we have a comparable retail price for your results, okay, for your city and your dates, all right, then we then do the math, okay, and we show you the savings. So this, when you see savings, this is pulling from a real-time source of the exact same search. So this isn't make-believe, okay? A lot of people like Expedia and Booking.com, they show you like these slashes, like 12% off, 19% off, 16% off. They do not use the technology that we use. A lot of that stuff is based on historical data. In fact, all of our competitors, and I'm not going to go through who they use, but all of our competitors, when they show savings and you see a slash with 70% off, 60% off, 50% off, 30% off, it's not real, okay? These are just marketing techniques. This is a marketing ploy. It's not 70% off. It's made up. It's based on maybe some historical number. And so when we first launched our tech, we were using a average nightly rate source to show savings. So when we first launched, you would see savings on almost every single hotel, because we would pull that hotel's historical data and we used a different piece of technology to show a price comparison. But the problem is then people would go to Expedia or Travelocity or Booking.com, and they're like, well, it's not 30% off Expedia, it's not 20% off, it's not 46% off, it's not 80% off, it's not 65%. Sometimes there was savings, sometimes there wasn't. So we built a new piece of technology. All of these things have been happening behind the scenes, and you guys didn't even know. But a lot of the times you're getting updates on the app, and I mean, we're doing updates constantly. So the technology team is constantly working and improving the app so that we're getting the best results and also the best data. So along the way, we found a source that had almost all of the hotels, because we have one of the biggest catalogs in Vegas. We will have the biggest. In fact, we will have more hotels, resorts, condos, villas, houses than probably most of the major online travel companies here in the US, because we are adding so many international partners in countries where Expedia is not strong, Booking.com is not strong. We've got new contracts and new partnerships that we've been creating over the last 6 to 9 months, and we're integrating all of this technology. So here is where the problem comes in. Because our catalog is so robust, because we have so many hotels, resorts, villas, condos, and get it from so many different places, we can't find the best online retail price at all of these hotels from the sources that we have programmed, okay? We would have to basically go out and create secondary accounts with all of these brands to be able to show you real-time savings. So when you see savings, okay, on the hotels, it is coming from a live source. When you don't see it, here's a very important, this is tip number 3. When you don't see savings on a hotel, it does not mean that there's no savings, people. Okay, this is important. It just means that we can't find the best retail price in your query fast enough to show it to you and layer it from a reliable source. All of our prices are still wholesale. They're all still net rates. They may be 40, 50, 60, 70, they may be even 80% off. So it's very important that after you sort through all of the savings, you're still looking at stuff that may be higher savings than what you already saw, but we just don't have something we can layer on top of it and put a sticker on with savings. So you need to be good at looking for what you're seeing and then also kick the tires. Go try it out. Go try to beat our prices. It's impossible to have the lowest price all the time, but our technology was designed, and this is tip number 4, designed to show you the greatest savings first, so that if you use the technology the way it was intended, okay, you will save every time, 100% of the time. 100%. It will never be beaten if you use the technology the way it was designed. It was designed to go out and show you who we could save you the most money with. Now, if you have to stay at a specific hotel on a specific date because your cousin or your brother or your friend is getting married, or you're going to a wedding, or you're staying for some specific reason at a hotel that's specific, then we may or may not have 50% off, 70% off, 80% off. It might be 10, it might be 7. It might be a lower percentage because the technology was not designed to save you 70% on your buddy's hotel for his bachelor party or his wedding, okay? It was designed to show you on your dates and in your city who has the greatest savings. But because our catalog is so robust, we have a lot of results that may be 60, 70, 80, 90% off, but we can't get a price comparison fast enough to you in order to make it instant. And so this is part of version 2.0. We feel like right now we're probably only at about a third of all, because we're at almost 2 million properties on our technology, okay? So we're probably only at about a third of them where we can show you real-time savings. This is real time. So this is considered what's called a scraping technology. Okay, we are scraping the price from somewhere else. We're pulling it in and we're showing you the savings real time. So when you go look at your results, it does not mean that all of the hotels that don't have savings on them don't have savings. It just means we couldn't pull it back fast enough from another source because our catalog's so much bigger than everybody else's. Okay, so very important to understand this. We are building a piece of technology that's never existed before. No one else has this. All these other Me Too companies that are using crappy white label websites, and like I said, I'm not going to use the names. It's all of them, by the way. Every one of our competitors in the direct sales space, none of them own their own technology, okay? So all the ones that tell you, oh, we have a travel, yeah, sure you do. You have a website, that's it. And you don't own it, you didn't build it, you don't have anything unique. It's just a website where you can get some savings and some discounts. There's nothing unique. You're not seeing any real-time price comparisons. You don't have as large a contract. You don't have as much supply, as big a database. Like I could go on and on about all of the benefits to our BrightLife booking platform, and you're going to love version 2.0. And I know there's some things that are finicky. So I'm going to go through the app right now, and I'm going to show it to you. And I'm going to walk you through where you do this stuff and some things, some additional tips that I've used to find things quickly and easily. So let me just minimize this really quick. Okay, Turner, can you give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen? Okay, perfect. All right. So let me tell you about the app. Okay, very important to understand some of these features on the app. Okay, first of all, of course, you see the bucket list countdown clock, and a lot of you that joined during pre-launch, your countdown is getting very close. Okay, so the bucket list countdown is right there, and then you have the free life interface, which we've trained on and talked about. Okay, then we have your bucket list. Now, right here, you can see the word edit. So if you click on the word edit, okay, you can change your bucket list destinations. Here's something that's very important. Everybody needs to have their bucket list entered, and you must have 10, okay? And if you want to go read the bucket list terms and conditions to understand all of the rules and how they're redeemed and how they work, all of that, okay? It's really simple, okay? You can go directly to this terms and conditions right here at the top of the bucket list, Okay. And you can click on the bucket list terms and conditions. It's got everything here. How it works, what's included, what's not included, how it's not all inclusive, who you can bring. You can't sell it, you can't transfer it. It's all here. So a lot of questions that people ask about the bucket list trip is all right there, right inside the app, explains it, how you book it, how it's chosen, everything is right there, okay? So here's what you need to make sure you do. Everyone should fill in their bucket list immediately as soon as they join, okay? It's critical. And we cannot award you. So all of you that are getting close, make sure you have 10, okay? That's a requirement. You have to have 10 selected. You have to have your trip selected before you qualify. It's very important that everybody understands this. God forbid you qualify for the bucket list trip and you've not put your list in there. And here's the other thing. Don't go in there and change it frequently, okay? Because we're using this data to contract the rooms for the bucket list, okay? So it's not that you can't change it. We do allow you to, but we're using your data daily to look at the most popular places and create contracts with these destinations, okay? So we ask that you don't get in there and change it every other day or every week or whatever, so that we're seeing data that's not accurate, okay? So ask everybody to take this serious, fill out all the surveys. Whenever you download the app, make sure that the survey responses you put in are accurate, because we're using this data to get our information so we know what you want. So we go out and create more membership value and more experiences. So that's all important, all right? Now look, when you're going to book, that's what we're talking about right now, okay? You're going to click on the little map, which is the little circle next to the home screen, the second icon on the bottom left, okay? Now, it's going to pull up where your current location is. That's the default. That's how it always works. So you need to go into the search bar, okay? And remember, city search, okay? So we're going to put in Las Vegas, all right? It pops up. I'm going to put in May 23rd through the 26th. So then you go select your dates, confirm, and then search. Okay. Now, you're going to see the results, and this is going to continuously update, because remember, we're pulling this information from multiple places. And so when you go through here, you can see the savings. But then you're going to get to a point, seeing it just refreshed. There's some new stuff. So then there's going to be some points where you get to, this has got a lot. So you see all of the savings. Remember, that savings coupon there is coming from a different source. It's coming from an outside source. Then you're going to eventually get to hotels right there that do not have savings. It does not mean that there is no savings, okay? It just means that we don't have an accurate real-time price comparison for these other hotels in time to show it to you on your search. This is what's so cool about our technology. See, I geek out about this because we're the only ones that have this. If you understood the power and the uniqueness of our technology and our offering, you would be signing up everybody you talk to, because no one would ever use anything else to book. This is how powerful. When you talk about how we're not going to just be the biggest MLM in the world, you know, over the size of Amway and Herbalife at 8 or 10 billion a year, we can literally be one of the biggest travel and lifestyle companies in the world. You know, be a $50 billion company, a $100 billion company. This is real. We're building that kind of technology. I mean, when we integrated with Expedia last year, they've integrated over 400 different partners on their wholesale platform. Our technology team integrated faster than anyone else that's ever integrated their platform. And we cut off half of what the fastest was. So like the fastest was like, I think it was like 70 or 90 days. And we did it in like 48 days or something like that. We're 28 days. It was literally over half faster than whoever the fastest was before us. And these are billion-dollar companies. So there's all these other hotels here, and they're all wholesale, but we don't have accurate. See, some of these are really small, teeny tiny little places. And so we don't have an accurate real-time price comparison to show you. And then sometimes it just doesn't come up, So Fontainebleau, perfect example. Let me show you something, okay? So Fontainebleau did not return savings for whatever reason, okay? And like I said, this is important to understand. But I did, okay, a search right before we started this. So I just did this search about 15 minutes ago. And I did it on the web. So I'm going to stop this screen. Remember the price, okay? Right here, Fontainebleau, $700. Okay? $723.97. Now I want to show you something. Look what came back when I just did this search right before we started. That's why I wanted to point this out. Look at the Fontainebleau from Booking.com. By the way, Booking.com does more bookings than anyone else on the planet. Okay, they're the biggest in terms of accommodations bookings. Revenue-wise, everybody's numbers are all over the place, and how much money they make and how profitable are a completely different situation. But they do more bookings for accommodations than any other single OTA. Okay, so when you want to do a comparison, Booking.com is a good place to look. Okay, now you just saw 722. Now look at the price of Fontainebleau and look how it shows here savings. Okay, it's showing 438 off. So the regular retail price for Fontainebleau, okay, if we went to some other sites, you would see the Fontainebleau for Memorial Day weekend around $1,500, okay, maybe even $1,700 or $1,800. Our price was $722. So that's about 50 to 60% off other places, and it's over 30% off Booking.com. But on our app, there's no savings coupon. Do you understand this? Does everybody understand? Type some sevens in the chat if you understand the power of what I'm showing you right now and how badass our technology is and how good it is and how easy it is to use when you understand how it works. Okay, so everybody's filling up the comments right now. And so I just literally showed you the Fontainebleau. Okay, so let's go back to the app. Okay, and so excuse me for bouncing back and forth, but I want to show you this. Okay. Now, currently, because we use a map, when you do your searches, okay, you cannot sort alphabetically. That's changing in version 2.0. We had a default preference to mapping because it's one of the ways that I search for travel constantly. And so our map has some very unique features. So I'm in the map now, okay, on my search, and I want to show you how to find Resorts World, okay, because a lot of people have asked because you get so many results. Okay, so I'm going to the Strip in Vegas, and now I've narrowed down to, I'm mousing over Resorts World, okay? All right, now what I'm going to do is when I get to the area I want to search, like let's say you want to zoom in on a specific area, Cancun, you can search that area. So I just clicked search that area, okay? Now, when you search the area, you're going to see the stuff that's in that area now specifically in your search, okay? And when you get these results, and this was one of the things that was finicky a while ago when I was on the Wi-Fi, but go here really quick. I'm going to do this. Instead, you can reframe your search results, but what I'm going to do really quick just to show you for the sake of time is I want to go here where the Resorts World is. And this map feature is a little bit easier to use on the web as well because I have old people font on my phone because I can't see it. And so there's a lot of places that show up on top of each other because my screen is zoomed in. So I'm going to take this off really quick because I'm going to get off this Wi-Fi and update this search, and then I'll bring you back. Now, using the map feature, okay, is one of my favorite things to do because you can scroll through your results with the map feature. And so what you do is you swipe on the app. So when you get to the results, you can then swipe through them on the area that you're in. And that's something that's really unique to our functionality. So while this is doing this on the app, I'm going to go and see really quick. Do the same search on the web. Okay. All right. Okay. So you can see the same interface. Okay. This is the web version. But I want to show you really quick on the map. Okay. I'm going to move this window. Okay. So now I'm going to show you here. When you mouse over it and you go to where Resorts World is, you're going to see this little button. Now, when you mouse over the results, okay, on the app, you can scroll when you search that area, you can scroll across the bottom. I'm going to show you that feature in just a second, but because I can't get my app to update on this terrible Wi-Fi, I'm going to show you really really quick right here. So you see Resorts World right here, and it's showing you everything that's on this page of results on the map right now. So that's another little bit of a unique difference when you go from app to web, because on the app, you can change your search area based on dragging the map, and then you can search that specific area. Okay. And so when I go over it, it's going to show me what's at that location that's on this page of results. So Crockford's is the only one that's on this page from Resorts World. So that's why you see only that number showing up right there. So I want to show you Crockford's, okay, is one of the hotels inside of Resorts World. All right. And so when you see that, okay, on here, you'll be able to search with the map results. This Wi-Fi is so bad. In 1 second, guys. Okay, so we're back here to the map. So when you get here on the app, you can scroll now. So you can swipe left to right to see everything that's in your frame. So when you search using the map and you say search this area, you'll see this little screen right here, this window, and you can swipe left to right. So using the map is one of the most effective ways if you're trying to find a specific hotel using version 1.0 of our technology. Version 2.0, we're going to have an alphabetical search result, and then you'll also be able to add some additional parameters in your search other than just the city. But I'm trying to give you the best, most functional way of using the technology. All right. So I'm going to stop sharing this really quick. We're going to go back to the app because remember, I advise to use the app. We have so many unique features inside of the app. Okay. So going back here, all right. So I had to unplug my phone because I got off of that. Now I'm having to go back here, get back to my screen share. All right, let's see here. Okay. Apologize about that. Had to get the screen reshared. Okay, so we're back here to the search engine, okay? And I showed you the most effective way to get your results and then obviously to book. That part's easy. All you have to do if you have your payment information, and this brings out another tip, remember that we have two different payment interfaces, okay? So in the app, you're going to go to payment methods, okay? And this is your payment methods for travel and booking anything on the app, including the Las Vegas event. Okay. So when you click on payment methods, that's where you need to add your payment method right there. Okay. And so when you're updating your payment methods for your membership, that is all done in the back office. So you go to brightlife.com. When you click on login, you log into the back office. There's also a direct link. Here's another tip for you. There's a direct link, okay, at the bottom of brightlife.com that says manage membership. So if anybody ever says, okay, this is really important. If somebody's card declines or they change their card or they need to update their payment information, okay, if their payment hasn't run yet, if they update it in the back office for their payment profile for their membership, we will charge the new card on file. But if they miss a payment or the card is declined and we've reattempted the card, it goes to grace. You get the notification. If you go in and update your payment, you have to click reactivate, okay, or reattempt payment, because if you go out of grace, it'll say reactivate. If you're in grace, it'll say reattempt payment. That's all done in the back office. Those two systems right now are separate, okay? So this is really important to understand. So inside of the app, okay, you're going to have the interface for your payments for travel and the Bright Life convention, the Bright Life trips, anything that you're paying for inside of the app, you update the payment profile in the app. If you're updating your payment method for your membership, for your influencer payment, or for your 179 membership, it's done in the back office. When we launch version 2.0, there will only be one payment interface. So you can use the same payment interface, you update your payment information, and it'll be ubiquitous. You'll have it in both places. But right now, this is two different systems communicating to each other. So inside of the app, the payment methods, okay, are in the app and also on the membership site. Okay, so if you go to brightlife.com and you log into the travel booking platform, the membership site, which we're adding all of the member deals and the Live Life stuff to this week, you'll have all of that stuff up within the next few days. All of the new vendors that Eva announced, everything that was in the newsletter, all the stuff that's in the new newsletter, it's all going to be in there. And then in version 2.0 of Bright Life, we're going to all have everything in one place. So you only go to one place, you're going to have one app, everything will be together, okay? But right now, that's why I wanted to do this so that everybody understands where everything is at. So whenever you go to update your payment methods for booking travel, it's right there. Anytime you book anything through the Bright Life booking app, you can click on reservations right here. Okay, so payment methods here, reservations right below that. That is going to be all of your reservations that you've booked, okay, through the Bright Life booking app, okay? And so all of your reservations are there. So if you ever book something and you don't get an email reservation, which you will also get an email, which has a unique, here's another good tip. Every one of our reservations emails has a unique customer service phone number and email for that specific reservation. So if you ever need customer service for your travel, do not do a support request, okay? Use the email and phone number on your reservation for any customer service queries. We do not handle the customer service, the vendors and suppliers do. So whenever you go into your reservations, you will see your bookings, and on your email, it has much more information about cancellation policies, and it has the unique email and phone number for your reservation. That is where you handle all of your customer support for any of your bookings, okay? Then we have our Well Life interface. Now, here's what's awesome. Well Life is not just physical wellness, as you've heard. In Vegas, we're going to be rolling out some new components to Well Life, okay? But right now, when you click on Well Life, this is where all of the Well Life training calls are, okay? And also the Corey's videos for his 10-day New Year, New You challenge. He's also got some workouts for you on here. We're going to have new content on here and a lot of Corey's benefits that he's been setting up for our members with the new products he's talked about that he's got us wholesale pricing on, with the saunas and some cold plunges and some cool stuff for your gym if you're doing at-home workouts. All of that stuff is going to be inside of Well Life in version 2.0 in Vegas. So it's all going to live in there. Also, all of our new educational content. So motivational, inspirational. We're going to have relationship training and coaching on there. Marriage relationships. We're going to have couples. We're going to have inspirational, motivational, personal development. We're going to have some investing training in there. We're going to have some tax training. All of that content is going to live inside of Well Life. Plus, we have all of our discounts with Anytime Fitness, all the other gyms and all the different places that are wellness centric. That'll all be inside of Well Life in version 2.0. All of those discounts currently are inside of member deals, which I'm about to show you. But really quick, I want to just finish going through this menu, which is the 3 lines on the bottom right corner of the app down here in the bottom right. So when you see the different settings there, you go to general settings. This is where you adjust your English. Now, the app is native to whatever your language is on your phone. So when somebody downloads the app the first time, if their phone is in Spanish, the app should default to Spanish. If they're in Japanese, then it should default to Japanese. But if you have to change the language, if for whatever reason the phone doesn't recognize the app or whatever operating system they're on, you can go right here, and this is where you do all of the languages, okay, for the app. Then you see on here notifications is obviously the notifications at the bottom, okay? So that's notifications. You can tell that what you want to get notified for. I would leave them all on, okay? So that's where you go to your settings, all right? And the notifications are the little bell at the bottom. Then now this is very important. This is our support request, okay? This is where you go and do any customer service stuff, okay? So when you're doing customer service stuff on anything related to Bright Life back office, commissions, pay quicker, if it's anything that has to do with placement, sponsorship change, any of that stuff, person placed in the wrong place, all of that should be done through the support request. And you're going to click on the plus symbol, okay? And the plus symbol is where you will open a new support request, okay? And so you can change the category. Most of your stuff will just be general support, okay? And if you need to attach, here's something else, very important tip. If you are seeing something like a bug or your credit card won't process or whatever the issue is that you're having, take a screenshot on your device and submit that with your support request. We do not know what you're seeing or what you're talking about if all you do is explain it in the description. So always submit a photo of what your issue is. If it's a bug or an issue or you're reporting something, always submit a screenshot with every support request. If there's anything, app, website, booking error, sign up error, enrollment error, any of that stuff, always attach a photo so we can see, we can get to it sooner. And then in your description, always be very specific. So if you're saying, One of my new people used my link to sign up and enroll, but it was supposed to be their link. And so we need to change the sponsor. First of all, it needs to come from the person who enrolled them. Okay, so any support requests are tied to your account. So we can see your account. We know who you are. This goes directly to our customer support team, and we can see you. So you need to submit everything in the account where it's applicable. So do not submit support requests for your team and try to explain something. We need the support request to come from the person who's making the support request unless they can't log in. If it's a login issue, then you can submit that for someone on your team, okay? But login issues are very easy to resolve, okay? Because when you log in or log out, there is a password reset, and sometimes it goes to spam, okay? But when you do it on the web. There is a password reset feature on the app, but it is a different type of password reset where it uses a security pin, and then you have to log in with your email once you get that security pin in your email. So I encourage you, here's another tip, use the web to change your password, or to, if you forgot your password or you can't log in, it's all done via email, okay? And do it on the web. And the app and the back office, everything has the same email and the same password. So you use the same login for everything, okay? But the support requests, do not send emails to support. There is no email address for support, okay? There is no phone number for support. All support requests must come through the app or through the web. This support request feature is also on the web, okay? I'm not going to get out of my phone again and have to reconnect my phone, but it's on the web. You can do a support request. It looks just like this. We know it's you. Once you're logged in, you can do a support request. So the only support emails or that should come from someone else is a login issue. But you've got the password reset feature, which you should use on the web, not on the app. It's just easier to reset your password, okay? Now, let's go through and talk about how to sign people up using the contact feature and how to get your link. You click on contacts and you can share the sign up link, and the sign up link has the video. And very soon in version 2.0, you will be able to choose the video that you send to people, and you will be able to track how much of it they watched, and if they watched it, or if they've clicked on your link. All of that will be in version 2.0. You're going to love it. It's amazing. It's ridiculous. But the sign up, here's the difference on these two buttons that you see right now. Sign up has the video. Direct sign up link takes them straight into their information and to put in their credit card, okay? And to choose their product. So they skip past that first page that has the video. So that's why we put two buttons there. Sign up goes to video. Direct sign up takes them directly to where they choose their product and put in their information, okay? So you can send them two different links. When you click on it, okay, it's going to pull it up there, and you can send it any way you want. Text, email, messenger. And so that is how you send, and that will be a unique link, which right now is not currently trackable, but it is creating a unique link for that person. So you can go in and do this, and then going forward, when version 2.0 comes out, you will be able to track all activity from that specific link that you sent to that person. So you will see a history of all the links you sent out, and it will show you what's happened. If they've watched the video, which video you sent them, if they joined, if they're a member, you'll be able to see what their rep number is. You'll have all of that visibility in version 2.0. So get familiar with using the contact system and sending out these links. Now, when you use these links, it's not going to create a contact currently. If you want to create a contact, you have to click on that contact button at the top. But right now, until we have version 2.0, I would just use the yellow button. That's what I've been doing, okay? Now, down here below, you just have terms and conditions, privacy, but I want to point out something to you that's on every page that we have, is the Bright Life compensation plan. And I want to talk about something that is confusing people with our brand new free life promotion. First of all, we already have almost 200 people qualified for free life. In fact, this week we probably went over 200. We've got 200 people that have gotten two. Okay, crazy, awesome. But here's something that's very important. Everyone should go read the Bright Life compensation plan. You should go on there and look at the terms, because we explain the terms of how you what we call them: active, grace. And here's something else that's important. When someone qualifies for free life, they are a free member, so no revenue is collected. So those numbers, the free life people, are not counted in these numbers right here. So let's say you are 5'5", and because you just went 5'5", one of your 5 signed up their second person to make it 5, but now they're qualified for free life. So now you're actually 4'5", okay? Because the free person will drop off of these numbers, because we can't pay commission on memberships where we're not making money, where we're not getting paid. So that is part of the compensation plan. It's always been that way. But because we have so many people now that have qualified, this has been something that is confusing for people. Okay, so make sure everybody reads this. These are on the bottom of every page, brightlife.com. It's in the app. It's all there. Okay, now let's talk about the other features of the app. Okay, so we talked about search. Now let's click on the $. This is where you go to member deals. Now this page is going to look completely different any day. Okay, it's got a lot of new partners that Eva shared with you, and she's given you links to preview all of the new partners and the new deals, and we've been putting everything in there. And it's a little bit frustrating for us because we're having to build this on the current platform, all these new deals like the foundation room and all this stuff. But all of it on the new platform is going to be completely different, okay? But for right now, this is where it lives. And so if you want to book a tee time, you first have to click on the World Vantage, and you need to watch this video at the top. See the link at the top? Urgent. Please watch this training before enrolling in the benefit, okay? So that's very important to do. You cannot join World Vantage and use the golf until you watch that video. It talks about etiquette. It talks about procedures. It talks about how to get the tee time. So go watch that video. Then when you're ready, okay, to enroll, to use the benefits, you click here to begin your enrollment. See it right there on the screen. And if you want to see the list of all the clubs in North America and international, they're all right here. And then once you are enrolled, after you've watched the video and after you've enrolled with World Vantage, all of our members have to enroll with them too. Then you click here to request your tee times, okay? Then the custom trips that we get access to through World Vantage are also on there as well. They have some amazing, ridiculous, once-in-a-lifetime golf trips that we have access to, okay? So all of that is there, along with the link directly to the World Vantage page if you want to see their program or have any questions. World Vantage specific questions can go to World Vantage. If there are anything about having problems enrolling or, you know, with your setup with World Vantage, those can go through the support request for Bright Life. Now, let's go to member deals. Now, people have been saying, Wes, where do I book the car rentals? Where do I book the cruises? You know, where do I get the deals on tickets if I want to go to March Madness or whatever? Okay, you click on member deals, and then there's the 3 little menu button in the top left. You go up there to the top left, and you're going to see all the different categories of member deals, okay? Now, if you want to book car rentals or cruises, you click on travel, and they're right there. Okay, I'm not going to go through all of this today for the sake of time. Theme parks and attractions, all right there. You see all the different brands. Look at this. Look at all these places, okay? I mean, and there's still more sub-searches down here below as well. Then you have ski resorts. You have movie tickets. Then you also have deals that are local to different cities. If you're going to top places, there's city tours, city passes, attractions, museums, kids activities, things in those areas. Then you have shopping deals, okay? And this is where you have physical wellness. And I love that they already call it physical wellness. And so we're going to put these physical wellness deals inside of our Well Life platform in version 2.0. So here you can see there's Alo, there's Anytime Fitness, 15% off. There's Axios Core Golf. I mean, here's CrossFit, Flight Camp, Fitbit, load more. I mean, there's so much stuff in here. If you guys are not using the member deals, you are totally missing out. We have so much stuff in here, and this is just one category, okay? iFit, Les Mills, Nordic Track. I mean, you can, the Mayo Clinic diet. There's still more. I'm still loading. And all of these categories, guys, they all have stuff there, okay? So if you click on shopping deals, you can see all of these other benefits and partners, cell phones, flowers and gifts. I had somebody that saved almost $100 on a Valentine's bouquet that they told me about the other day. There's so much stuff, meal planning, tax prep. There's just so much stuff on here that you can see whenever you have this part of the app pulled up. There's so many categories, so use it, okay? Then I want to show you really quick concerts and sporting events, okay? When you click on it, it's got a lot of different categories here. You got Vegas, Broadway, you've got specific Broadway plays that they have contracts with for us. Then you've got professional sports leagues, all sports, concerts, okay? So if you want to view all sports, it pulls up another search, okay? So you can pull up here and see the different categories here, and you can see also I actually accidentally clicked on concerts instead of all sports, fat fingered it. Okay, so here you can see the different leagues, but you can also search, and then there's another category. Okay, so guys, this is crazy. If you're not using all of this membership benefit, okay, and showing people all of this value and walking them through and telling them where they can get this stuff, there's so much value inside of the app. Okay, so that is the member deals. And once again, this page is evolving. We've got new partners, new deals that are going to be popping up on here. So that's really important to understand. Then, all right, the fire icon. So let me tell you about the fire icon. The fire icon is where we put any custom Bright Life trips. So Vegas, and here's what's cool. If you want to show people about Vegas, the video is right there on the screen. So you can literally push play and you can play the Vegas video. So if you're meeting with somebody or you sign somebody up and you want to get them signed up for Vegas, then literally all you have to do is scroll over on that photo. You see the two little dots there? You just scroll over and you can show them the video. It's right there inside of it. So if somebody's like, tell me about Vegas, how does it work? What is it? Well, it's got all of the details right here. It explains the tickets, right? Right now, early bird pricing is $99 for all three events, but that is going to be going away very soon. Remember, today is the deadline to get 2 of your personals to purchase tickets to the conference to get yours for free. And anyone who has purchased a conference ticket by tonight at midnight, okay, you go into a drawing for a ticket to the VIP party at the Foundation Room, okay, in Vegas on May 24th. Okay, so do not forget, tonight is the deadline. So buy your ticket for $99 while we still have them as early bird pricing before they go up to $159. And you go into the drawing that we're going to do tomorrow night on the corporate call for everybody who is signed up. So even if you've already signed up for Vegas, you're in the drawing, okay? So anybody who signs up before tonight at midnight for the conference, for the convention, do the $99 because the ticket to the Foundation Room includes food and drinks, okay? And you're going to be there with all the Lifer 3000s and above. I would spend the $100 to go into the drawing just to get a ticket into that VIP party for our 1-year anniversary at the Foundation Room, top of Mandalay Bay. So anybody who has signed up before tonight at midnight for the conference is going into that drawing tomorrow night. We're going to do that drawing live along with our other drawing from a couple weeks ago tomorrow night on the corporate call. So make sure you get everybody on your team on there. Call everybody today, get their ticket. So all you do to buy your ticket is click right there on that button and you can purchase your tickets. Now, the training, if you want to do VIP and sit in the first 2 rows, it's $199. It's right there. If you were doing the general admission, GA, it's $99 right there. It doesn't matter for the contest which ticket you buy. Just buy one of the tickets to the conference. Then the VIP party at Atomic Golf is right there. Then you have the pool party right there. at IU Day Club at Resorts World, which is one of the biggest pool parties in all of Las Vegas. Okay. So you buy your tickets right there. Now, here's what's also cool. You can use your travel dollars real time without having to pay for the travel dollars and be reimbursed. And I'm going to explain this in just a second on if you use it on the reimbursement program. But let me show you really quick. Let's say I select the training. Okay. I go on here, I do VIP. Okay. And I add it to my cart. Okay. Now, on here, you'll see travel dollars. Okay. I have on this account, I have 100 available. So if I want to use my 100 travel dollars, I click that button. Okay. And then I put in 100. All right. Then I click reserve. All right. And once I choose my payment method, it's only going to charge me $99. Now, if I did the general admission ticket, okay, I could use the 99 and it would be free. Okay. So right there, real time, anything on the fire icon, anything on here, you can use travel dollars real time. And that is the way you will be able to use travel dollars in version 2.0. So in version 2.0, you will be able to use your travel dollars real time. Currently, if you want to use travel dollars to go through the app, when you check out, the same box is there. You select how many travel dollars you want to use for your hotel booking inside of the app, and then you will pay the full amount. And that Friday, so if you booked it right now today on Saturday, this coming Friday, you're going to get an alert from PayQuicker. So if I put in $100 on a hotel booking and I used 100 travel dollars, I'm going to pay for it out of pocket. And then that Friday, I'm going to get an alert from PayQuicker that I just received $100 from BrightLife for my travel dollars reimbursement. So currently on our version 1.0 platform, because we added the travel dollar feature after we built our tech, and we can't split payments with our current provider using all of our different vendors. In version 2.0, that's all been resolved. You'll be able to use travel dollars real time without having to worry about the reimbursement program. And then eventually, remember, travel dollars is our currency. It's for our ecosystem. And so right now, though, all of the tickets to Vegas, you can use travel dollars. So if you want to go into the drawing tomorrow for a ticket to the VIP party at the top of the Mandalay Bay, food and drinks, okay? Literally, this is the sickest view in all of Las Vegas. Nowhere in Las Vegas has a better view than the foundation room at the top of Mandalay Bay because it's at the far end of the strip. You can see the entire strip. Best picture you'll ever get in Las Vegas in your life, okay? And be there with all of the corporate team, all of the Lifer 3000s and above. If you've got 100 travel dollars, you can go get a $99 ticket right now and you don't have to pay anything. It's free. So literally click on the fire icon and do it right now because you will go into the drawing for tomorrow night to be able to get a free ticket to the reception, the birthday party, the VIP party at the top of Mandalay Bay on May 24th. Okay. Now, before we wrap up, there's a couple of other things that I want to walk through and explain to you really quick. In terms of customer support, okay, we've had a couple of questions and clarifications. So I want to go through here and explain just a couple of things, and then we're going to wrap up. Okay, the commissions and PayQuicker, that's been a common question. There is a very detailed explanation of commissions and when you get them paid, how the calendar works, what the cutoffs are in the back office. So if you go to the back office, okay, and you log in, you will see in the news, the news section has a a list of all the news categories. And this is where we're putting the old newsletters. So stay in touch with that news in the back office. But in there, it says how to get your commissions paid. And so go find that. You can read when the cutoff is, when they get paid. Remember, everything ends Friday nights on midnight Central Time. That's when the week ends. Okay. And so all of the pay is based on how many Fridays are in the month, because we end everything on Friday. And so remember, the monthly residuals are paid in either 1/4 or 1/5. However many Fridays are in the month, and it's based on the Friday that you ended in, okay? So that's the Friday that it's based off of. You'll see it in the commission register. Travel dollars do not show up in your commission register until the commissions close. So the way it works is commissions ended yesterday. The week ended yesterday, Friday at midnight. This entire week, we do audits. We check for refunds. We check for disputes. We check for chargebacks. We manually audit all of the commissions, all of the payments. We triple check everything. And then we finalize it next Friday. So a week from yesterday, your commissions will be finalized, okay? And so then you will know what you're getting paid. And then that following week, you get paid. So we have to release those commissions on like Tuesday or Wednesday for you to get them from PayQuicker on Friday. Okay, so we batch them all. So literally, if the week ended yesterday, you will get paid for yesterday's qualification period 2 Fridays from yesterday. So not this Friday, the following Friday. We have 1 full week of auditing, checking for refunds, disputes, chargebacks, any of that, any gaming of the system, any of that stuff. We use 1 week for that. And then it's paid the following week, okay? And that is all explained in the back office. You can also get a physical PayQuicker card in some countries. The US is one of them. So when you set up your PayQuicker account, you will not get the link to set it up until you get paid. So you will not get a notification if yesterday was your first day to qualify for a residual until 2 weeks. So 2 weeks from yesterday, you'll get your first email from PayQuicker. It'll tell you how to set up your account. You can connect your bank account, transfer your money right in, but you could also connect Apple Pay to a virtual card right then and there, and you can start spending your money real time right then and there 2 weeks from yesterday. So that's how the pay periods work. There's been some questions on that. Travel dollars we explained. The reimbursement if you're using it to book through the app, but if you're booking it for conference tickets or any Bright Life custom trips through the fire icon, you can use them real time. There's no reimbursement. No money will be taken off your card. But if you book with travel dollars on the app for hotels and accommodations through the app, you will pay and then you will be reimbursed that same Friday if the travel is booked before Wednesday. If you book it on Thursday, then you'll be paid the following Friday because the money's already been sent to PayQuicker by that point. Okay, that was it for the questions, how to use the app, how the technology works. You guys should be so fired up and excited. Are there any questions over any of that? I saw a couple questions come through. Saved on Broadway, took the kids, saved a ton of money. Awesome. This training will be posted today. So the training will be up today. It'll render and then I'll have it posted same day. It looks like all the questions were answered. I don't see any other questions. So if there's no other questions, make sure everybody watches this. All right. Awesome, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. And make sure you share this video with all of your team and all of your new people to make sure that they understand the power of our technology, how unique this offering is, how it works, the best ways to use it. And so nobody gets frustrated and that everybody understands how to win with Bright Life and how to save. All right. Take care, guys. Have a great weekend. God bless.